there, Lynx here. Welcome to more of Sakura, sweetheart. Time to see if Marron do something very badly at her new work, where she's a trainee. But yeah, what? I blink, grabbing the corners of my eyes with my hand. I don't know how long I was sleeping, but my head feels kind of heavy. I guess I can't have been out that long. It's still sunny outside. Unless it's the next day. I sit up, stiffling a yawn with the palm of my right hand and... Huh? My bare foot brushes against something soft. What is it? I glance at the foot of my bed. It's my uniform, the cute uniform with the frilly dress and the white apron. It's folded up on the end of my bed neatly like a Christmas present. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. The apron is white and pristine, and there isn't a single fold in the skirt. It looks brand new. It smells nice too, of lavender and freesia. Did Zakuro clean it for me? While ponders mystery, I happen to spot something else. It's a sea green envelope, the same color as my bed sheets. I didn't notice it before because it blended in with its surroundings so perfectly. I picked it up and look at it. My name is written on the envelope, in a very neat handwriting that would make a professional calligrapher jealous. And in the inside of the envelope, you are fired. No, hopefully not. To Mokomichi Marron. I'm kind of glad that I never experienced being fired. But, you know, who knows what happens in the future, right? You never know. But, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't feel it really emotionally. Then again, I mean, what? In my life, it was like, okay, my contract ends. I mean, when it comes to practice, obviously, it was 2 months practice. But that's all, really. I had 4 months practice, completely different place. There I might have been able, I guess, to stay if I was doing like additional tasks, but I also was at the same time working, so yeah. I did quit from the storage on my own. I did not extend the contract in the store on my own. And over there I asked for the contract to be cancelled on my own, basically, at like entertainment park, something like that. I was there for a whole day, and I ended up where I am now, which is good. Anyway, to Mokomichi Marron. I opened it carefully and pulled out the letter inside. I finished cleaning your dress. I'm sorry I took so long, and again, I'm sorry for taking it away from you in the first place. It won't happen again unless you want it to. Sakura. Her writing is interesting. The letter is short and perfunctory, as I would expect from Zakuro, but all the emojis seem completely out of place. That's so cute! This secret side of hers is too adorable for words. Zakuro, you really are lovely. I like how the change of the screen is a heart. Good morning, Zakuro! I waltzed in the kitchen the next day with a bright smile on my face. Since Zakuro washed the dress with own fair hands, I'm going to work extra hard today to ensure I don't get it dirty. This will be a first thing she will do, won't it? Well, I guess Zakuro didn't wash it with her own fair hands. The washing machine did, but she still put the dress into the washing machine with her own fair hands, so it still counts. Hello, Marron. You look like you're in high spirits. I'm always in high spirits when I'm with you. That's good. But I hope you're not so enthusiastic you spill icing down yourself. some icing today? That's right. After the events of yesterday, I thought filling a chew bun might be a little too advanced for you. It might seem simple, but it's very easy to overfill the bun. That's why we're going to practice icing instead. There is a lot less to worry about. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You just need to make it look neat and tidy. Neat and tidy, is it? Those have never been my strong points, but if it's for you, I'll do my best. Good. I'm counting on you. Now take a look at this. I baked a few cakes this morning for us to practice on. There are 5 cakes lined up on the table, sitting on various plates. I think they're all pretty simple sponge cakes, but they are all delicious. Light brown color. And they smell dangerously sweet. These cakes look so good already, despite being undecorated. I'm a little worried about ruining them. Don't look so anxious. You could tell. It's obvious. Everything you think shows up on your face. You're like an open book. Is that a bad thing? I think it's rather charming. Charming. But we have work to do. I guess so. I'm not going to throw you into the deep end. As your employer, it's my job to train you. Said no Polish employer. Quiet, literally. Like, oh my god, when I was in Polish companies, they literally don't train you. They straight away expect you to know everything. It's crazy. It's so ridiculous. Oh, sorry. But really, that's how it is. Best example, I guess, would be that sports store. They expect you to learn on your own, outside of the hours. I would tell you the name of the store so you don't buy there, but it starts with an M, and then it's a sports store. You will know, probably. Don't buy there. When you are in Poland, or in Czech Republic, I guess. I think they are in those 2 countries now. Yeah, the stores suck. Anyway, I'm not going to... I read this. Zakuro takes hold of pale pink pastry bag lying on the table. The bag is really filled with icing and the white nozzle is attached to the end. First, I'm going to ice the cake to show you how it's done. Are you paying attention? Yes, boss! Then I'll begin. Yes, boss. I watched Diamonds No Ace as well, so it was like that. It's kinda weird hearing that. Yes, boss! Zakuro starts to pipe white rosettes of cream onto one of the cakes. The nozzle tapers off into a thin point, you see. The thin part at the end lets the pâtissier finally control their piping. It makes it easier to craft small, delicate details. Can you get nozzles in different sizes? It's possible. It's up to the pâtissier to decide which nozzle to use to achieve the look they want. Now I'm going to pipe another rosette. See how I hold the bag? Zakuro pipes another rosette next to the first one. Her hands are very steady and her fingers squeeze the sides of the pastry bag with care and precision. You don't want to squeeze the bag too hard, you see? If you do that, the icing will spurt out everywhere like so. That will happen probably when the other one will take over, right? She squeezes the bag harder and a torrent of sticking icing sluices out the tapered point of the nozzle. The little rosette is soon ruined. It collapses under a wave of the outpouring of icing. Seeing it get destroyed is kind of depressing. It looks so pretty too. Now it's your turn. Is that it? Watching demonstrations can be beneficial, But it's easier to learn if you try it yourself. Or so they say. But I'm not mentally prepared. You'll be fine. I'm here to guide you. But I'll just get everything dirty again and... Don't worry, Marron. I believe in you. You do? It's nice to know somebody does, because I sure as heck don't. That's right, I do. And if you do happen to make a mistake... Sakura's eyes flash. You said I could punish you however like, didn't you? That's right. I hope she doesn't make me regret those words. Now here, get started. Zakuro hands me the pastry bag. Our fingers brush. Zakuro's hands are soft and warm and a little sticky from all the exercising. I wish she'd hold me with those hands. Could she handle me as delicately as she handled that cake? Marron, aren't you going to start? We don't have all day. Alright! I got so distracted thinking about Sakura I almost forgot about the icing. I'm such a dummy. With my heart pounding and my face flushed, I positioned the pastry bag above one of the undecorated cakes. I try and calm my nerves. I don't want to screw up. Not again. I'm going to do this properly. I only meant to squeeze the pastry bag a little, but... You've covered the whole cake in icing? I know! The poor cake is practically swimming in icing. It shot out the nose before I could stop it. Is it really that hard? I mean, I wouldn't know. The icing is bumpy and uneven. Some parts of the cake are covered in thick in the stuff, while others are almost completely bare. I wouldn't give this cake to my worst enemy, let alone a close friend. I'm willing to become the sacrifice. Let alone somebody like Zakura. You need to be more careful, Marron. Just relax. I'm trying. I think maybe the fact that she can't relax is why she's such a klutz. Not hard enough. I whimper. Breathe deeply, try to focus, don't let your mind wander. Right! If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it properly. I have to. I'll do it for Zakura's sake! But despite my uneasy optimism... No way! I continue to mess up. I mess up big time. Less than 5 minutes have elapsed, but I've already ruined every single one of Zakura's cakes. And I have icing all over my fingers too. I set the pastry back to one side. It's deflated a little since this morning after I used up most of the contents. The icing that was once in the bag is now smeared on the cakes and the table. My aim isn't very good. I'm the worst. I'm a useless human. I wish I could dig a hole and crawl into it. Maybe I should just give up and die. You are quiet, bet, yes? I think that was a critical blow to my self-esteem. I'm sorry. I don't mean to mess up so bad. It just happened before I knew it. It's because you weren't trying hard enough. I tried as hard as I could. And evidently, it was insufficient. Yeah, I guess you're right. I really am sorry. But perhaps I'm being too hasty in assigning blame. What do you mean? This could be my fault. Maybe I didn't show my technique clearly enough. Oh no, it's nothing to do with you, really. It's because I'm a useless pupil. No. I saw potential within you when you came for your interview. I have a sharp eye, and I don't take pupils on if they are useless. But I ruined every single cake. How are you going to show me your technique now? Well, I'm glad you asked or something. Sakura narrows her eyes. Is it just my imagination or Does she look almost predatory?
I suppose I'll just have to be creative. Creative! That is also a part of being a patissier.
She stares at me, scrutinizes me. It's almost like she's trying to undress me with her eyes. All of a sudden, this atmosphere feels kind of dangerous.
What do you want exactly? I want to mold you into a top-class patissier. That's why. I might have to do something a little unconventional.
That is unconventional, yeah. Later that day, I find myself lying on the bed, my arms wrapped tightly around Marzipan. That incident with the icing sugar took place more than 3 hours ago, but I can't stop thinking about it. Images play across my mind in stark detail like digital photographs. It was pretty good for, I'm not gonna lie. Zakuro's fingers toying with me. And all the icing sugar squirting around the kitchen. I whimper, hugging Marzipan even closer to my chest. Her floppy felt ears brush against my nose and almost make me sneeze, but I'm able to resist. Unlike when I'm with Zakuro. I like her so much I can never control myself. My heart is still pounding. I don't think it will ever stop. Maybe being around her is dangerous. What if I am severely allergic to cute, cocoa-colored girls? Will this be the end of Makamichi Marron? Maybe I should write my parents a farewell letter. I just don't know what to do.
Hey Marzipan, do you think this could be love?
Marzipan doesn't say anything. I'm glad she doesn't.
Yeah, you're right.
I sigh, nuzzling my nose against her plush fur.
The only one who can figure it out is me. It's just so complicated. I always feel so strange around her. I thought she was cute from the very beginning, even if she's kind of uptight, but that made her even more charming. I'm really lucky I've been able to see many interesting sides to her. I just wonder, after all she's done for me, maybe I should take the initiative next time. I'd like to make Sakura feel good, just like she made me feel good with teaching me all the stuff about cakes. I think she likes being controlled, but maybe surrendering to somebody else for once would make her happy.
Do it. Just do it.
What do you think?
I look at Marzipan for advice. No advice is forthcoming, of course, but the wise look in Marzipan's own eyes reassures me. This is a good idea. It has to be. Tomorrow I'm going to show Zakuro just how much I like her. I'll make her feel as good as she made me feel. I have to. When I enter the kitchen the next morning, it's with a little less energy than usual. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to greet Zakuro. With a wide smile, just like always? Maybe it will be awkward now, after what happened between us yesterday. But to my relief.
Good morning, Marron.
Zakuro greets me as she always does, with a monotonous tone and a brief nod of her head. So nothing's changed. I feel the tension in the pit of my stomach relaxing, but at the same time my heart twinges inside my chest. Is she going to prevent what happened yesterday was a moment of madness? Nothing more than a fever-induced hallucination. It will make things easier, but...
Marron? Is something wrong? Oh, no. Nothing's wrong, no. You don't look as energetic as usual. I'm fine. If you're feeling unwell, you can go back to bed. I don't want my apprentice getting sick. Really, I'm alright.
I can't go back to bed. I only have a few days left until my apprenticeship with Zakuro comes to an end. I want to spend as much time with her as possible, even if she doesn't feel the same way about her I do. About me. That I cared about. What? Even if she doesn't feel the same way about her, there's something wrong with that sentence. I wonder, does she regret what she did with me yesterday? Or was it so unimportant to her that it doesn't even weigh on her mind? Maybe she doesn't care about me at all? Oh my god, what if she doesn't? Maybe she doesn't. But no! I won't let myself get depressed. I came up with a battle plan yesterday, and I'm going to see it through until the end.
So, what are we going to do today? Well, if you're sure you're right. I thought as applying icing to a cake was too difficult for you. We should go back to the very basics. Basics? Instead of applying ice, I'm going to show you how to make the icing itself. Oh, so I get to mix a lot of ingredients together? That's right. First, take the butter. You want to weigh it out on the scales.
So it was settled in a comfortable, familiar routine. Which ends up...
And there!
I stepped back from the mixing bowl filled with soft buttercream icing. Actually, I made 2 bowls. I flavored one with chocolate, but it went kind of lumpy because I used too much butter, so I decided to start again. The second batch isn't perfect, but it's a huge improvement. The texture looks just right too. I feel too tired after all that exertion, but I think it was worth in the end. For once I managed to make something that looks good. For I did get a little excited with the food coloring and decided to make it bright pink. But I think it looks cute.
Hey Sakura, what do you what do you think? Did I do good? It looks a little childish. Oh, I guess I got a little carried away. I don't think this buttercream could be used for a sophisticated cake. It wouldn't work for a wedding. I guess not. The consistency looks a bit uneven, and maybe you could have whisked it a bit longer.
And I thought I'd done a good job too.
But I think it's one of your better attempts. Oh, you really mean it? You've improved, Marron. You should be proud of yourself.
I can believe it. Zakuro is praising me. She's really praising me. I feel so happy I just can't help myself.
Yay, Sakura! I love you!
I fling myself forwards and wrap my arms around Zakuro's waist.
Huh? Marron, what are you? Huh?
Zakuro takes a step back and stumbles. Her behind bumps into the table. I don't think she was expecting this sudden display of affection. I wasn't expecting it either. It just happened. My body moved without my brain's permission. Zakuro slips, her feet given way beneath her. It's only to be expected. She's shorter than me, and is she now? And when taken by surprise, there is no way she can defend herself against my onslaught of affection. So she falls. She falls backwards against the tabletop. I fall with her, my arms still wrapped around her. The 2 bowls of buttercream icing and 1 bright pink, the other chocolate brown, are appended. They both fall in the floor with a loud clatter and spill all over us in the process. Zakuro winces, holding her head with her hands. Her body is covered in bright pink icing. It's even in her hair. I was hit with a spurt of chocolate myself, but Zakuro is far worse shaped than I am.
Oh, Zakuro, I'm sorry! It's fine.
But it isn't fine. I think I might have hurt her.
Why don't you come upstairs? I'll clean you up right away!
So saying, I take hold of her hand. And then I stop. Zakuro's fingers are sticky with bright pink icing. It gets on me when our fingers intertwine.
I wonder...
I bring my fingertips to my lips. I stick out my tongue and lick the pink icing of my fingers curiously. It really does taste good. It's the best thing I've ever made. I can't let the icing this delicious go to waste. I sigh to myself as I lay out my bed. I grip Martzpan tightly in my arms, hugging her close.
I did so many wonderful things with Zakuro today!
She did. Marzipan doesn't reply. Maybe she's trying to respect my privacy. Even if she did ask, which she can't because she's a stuffed bunny, I wouldn't tell her. I wouldn't want to taint her innocence.
I like Sakura a lot, you know. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm floating.
Floating on a cloud. And yet,
I like her so much.
I swallow.
I think I love her.
I can still remember the feeling of our bodies pressed together.
I love her.
At least I think I love her. I was using her for my own pleasure. I want to make her feel good. That's because I care about her. I love her. But I wonder, how does she feel about me? When I wake up the next morning, I discover a note lying on my bedside table. I yawn grudgingly, setting Marzipan to one side and examine the note. It's written in Zakuro's distinctive hand. For the characters look a little more uneasy than they did before. Slightly tremulous. Maybe it's because of the after effects of the last night. The note says quite simply,
please meet me in the dining room this morning. I have something I want to discuss with you, Zakuro.
Unlike her last letter, there aren't any cute emojis appended to her message. It's short and blunt, completely to the point. Completely and utterly impersonal too. Could it be? Is she mad at me? Maybe I didn't go too far yesterday. What if she doesn't like me anymore? If Shirley doesn't return my feelings then? My face turns pale. I just forced myself on her against her will. If that's really true, that'd be horrible. I wouldn't want to be... I wouldn't be able to live with myself like that. How can I keep going if I made the girl I love more than anybody else in the world feel uncomfortable? You would go on. You would say sorry and go on. Regretting that you make her uncomfortable, but still. I bet I'll be fired for gross misconduct. And how will I ever explain that to my parents? I will never be able to fulfill my dreams of being a patissier now. All because I couldn't control my urges. I couldn't help myself. I've never felt this way around anyone else before and I didn't know what to do. But that's no excuse. I really am an idiot. I sniffle and reach out once more for Marzipan. I hug her close. Her soft fur tickles my bare cheeks. Her fur smells so good of gingerbread and baking bread. All the cozy, comfortable smells of my childhood. Breathing in her scent is enough to calm my racing heart, but not by much.
Oh, Marzipan, I hope I'm not in trouble.
She indeed might have been in trouble. But my hopes are dashed away when I arrived in the dining room. 5 minutes later. My hair barely brushed, my uniform rumpled. Zakuro is standing in the back of the room, by one of the large windows. The sunshine from the open window spills across her face, making fractal patterns flicker across the dark hair of hers. For it's a beautiful day with a clear sky, clear blue sky, Zakuro doesn't look particularly happy. Her lips are pursed and her arms are folded. She's reverted back to her old self. Her normal self. She looks so stoic and unmovable. It's hard to imagine the events of the last night ever took place. Maybe it was just a dream. But when our eyes meet...
Marron, it's nice of you to finally join me.
I know it was no dream.
I
look down at my shoes. I can't bring myself to meet Zakuro's eyes. Not when things got so out of hand yesterday.
Marron?
Zakuro's voice is sharp. I jump.
When I talk to you, you should at least respond. It's the polite thing to do. I'm sorry. And don't look at the floor when I'm trying to speak to you. Sorry. And stop apologizing, for goodness sake, it's incredibly annoying. I'm so...
I break off my face, burning more than ever before. Yesterday, Zakuro was completely at my mercy. Now that we are both fully clothed, however, the status quo has reverted. Zakuro is unquestionably the one in charge. I was stupid for ever trying to usurp her authority. Maybe that's why she looks so mad. Her lips are drawn to a thin line. She does not look happy.
By the way,
Zakuro's eyes dart over my disheveled form.
you look like you just rolled out of bed. Can't you take a little more care of your personal appearance? Well, Marron, reply to me when I talk to you, please. Yes, miss. Now, your appearance and your conduct as of late have been shocking. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, miss. It's not fitting for an employee of this mansion, is it?
My words catch in my throat. I shift from foot to foot awkwardly. So this is it? Shirley's going to fire me. I just wish she'd get it over and done with. Why does she need to draw it out like something from a sadistic game show?
No, it's not fitting at all. A girl like you really isn't suitable to work here. Then, in that case, I'll go and pack my things. I beg your pardon? You don't need to say anymore. I can tell you're mad at me. I don't want to draw us out, so I'll pack and show myself out. Marron? I understand if you don't want to see my face again, and I don't want to make things more awkward than they already are, so I'll go.
I reach for the door when...
Don't be stupid, I never said you had to go. Huh?
I stared at Zakuro, uncomprehending. I don't understand this at all.
But you just said my behavior wasn't fitting for an employee at this estate. Yes, it isn't fitting for an employee. Then I should go. But...
Zakuro's eyes are firm.
I don't want you to work here, but I don't want you to go.
What?
I want you to stay here with me, not as my subordinate, but as my girlfriend.
Oh. Okay. That's hilarious, I bet. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Huh?
I stared at Zakuro, confused. Everything she just said makes sense, but I didn't understand it. It's hard to wrap my head around it. Maybe it's because I'm stupid, but I have to try and make an effort.
Let me get this straight.
I'm not the brightest girl in the world, but I have to try and make sense of this nonsensical situation.
You're not actually the head chief at this mansion. That's right. You actually own this place. Huh. And you weren't really looking for a patissier when you put that advert out.
Zakuro shakes her head.
What? You only picked me because you thought I was cute. And because I thought you were funny and you had a sweet personality. It's not just about the looks, you know. But the looks helped, right?
They always help, okay? It's about personality, but the looks always counts in. Let's face reality.
They did help, but I'm not the shallow, you know.
Then again, you're attractive, but you are dumb as fuck. It's a no.
I just want to find somebody who could be my friend.
Sakura ducks her head. If her face was pink before, it's bright red now.
I want to meet somebody who would like me for me. Not somebody who liked me for my money or this huge house. That's why I pretended to look for stuff, and why I pretended to be an employee here. It was a ruse so I could get to know you better. If we didn't get along after the week was over, I was prepared to let you go and find somebody new, but I couldn't. As the days went by, I really did start to like you. I know I act cold all the time and I can't really help it, but being with you made me happy.
Sakura pauses.
I was born to a rich family, and I've never really had any friends. I was privately taught tutored and at home, so I'm awkward, and I'm not good at interacting with people at my age. When people do act friendly with me, it's usually because they are interested in the money, not me. I thought I'd be lonely my whole life, but when I met you, you really brightened this place up. I know what I did was wrong, and I shouldn't have treated you like that, but it was the only way. At least I thought it was the only way. I hope you can forgive me.
And she bows. Zakuro is actually bowing her head to me and asking for forgiveness.
No way!
And this whole time I thought I was the one who was going to have to apologize.
Okay, this is a lot to take in, you know. I know, I'm sorry. You don't hate me, do you? If you do, I understand it.
Her breath catches in her throat.
If you still want to leave, you can. I won't stop you, but...
You kind of are stopping her now for...
I really will miss you. I don't know much about romance, but... I think I love you.
My heart constricts in my chest. Butterflies explode inside of my stomach.
She loves me.
She said she loves me. She doesn't want to stay here. She doesn't want me to stay here as a chef. She wants me to stay here with her, the owner of the mansion, and be her girlfriend. We can stay together. She loves me and we can stay together. This is also amazing.
Marron, I'm sorry. If this is too much, you don't need to give me an answer now. In fact, you don't need to give me an answer at all. I already know. What do you know? You probably think I'm weird and creepy, a horrible guy who toyed with your heart and used you for my own amusement. I abused my position and made you do humiliating things, and this whole time I lied about who I was. I don't deserve an answer from you, let alone your love. Hi. Oh, don't be silly, Sakura. What? If I didn't want to do those things, I wouldn't have done them.
Zakuro blinks. Now it's her turn to look confused.
You. That's right.
I smiled brightly. I was surprised when she told me all of that stuff. I mean, who wouldn't be? That's such a crazy plot twist. It sounds like something from an anime, or a manga, or a visual novel. Not something that would occur in real life. But I'm happy it happened to me. I'm really, truly happy because...
I love you too!
But how could you love me?
Because you're good. Is that all it takes? Yep, I'm a pretty simple guy after all. You're quite clumsy and scatterbrained, I suppose. That's right! I'm super clumsy and scatterbrained and kinda an idiot. But that's okay! You're smart and sensible, so I know you'll take care of me. Even if I lied to you. I don't care about any of that. No, in fact, I'll prove it!
I lean across the table, capturing Zakuro's hands in my own.
Marron?
And press a kiss against her lips. And that was Sakura Sweetheart. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was quite a sweet story. It was quite a sweet story. Oh, it was Inma, and I mean, yeah, I guess it didn't strike me as Wanaka's artwork. Unfortunately, I can't show you all the credits because they are using CGs, which we didn't show in the videos. So yeah, there is that. But yeah. Sweet little story from Wing Cloud once again. I know, I enjoy their stories. They are sweet. Anyway, tomorrow we'll get some other games, so hope to see you there. For now, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.